morning! Welcome to another episode of Hair Chopperz Radio. Thank you for tuning in. For those who support us, man. So, I've had a great weekend. I know some of you seen me yesterday on the live. I was talking about a few things. So today we're gonna have an interesting show. Every Monday now is gonna be Barbershop Talk Mondays. So we're gonna surprise you with different topics. I just think it's better off, and our promo has changed a little bit. So you're gonna see the same promo every Monday. It's just be easier because it just leads me to do a little bit of less work. It's not laziness, just a little bit of less work because we, Keno and Phil, we're very busy people.
Super busy.
Yeah, so
to the point where we don't even have Phil today. I mean,
yeah,
the guy stayed busy. He's
dealing with the new shop, which is gonna be at 287 Main Street, Newington. So he's dealing with a couple of things there. It's with the state and the city here in Hartford, Connecticut. Actually Newington, sorry. So he's dealing with that and getting everything through. It's not easy opening a business here in Connecticut. That's talking about Connecticut, you guys gotta be a little bit less stricter on businesses, man. Y'all make people go through a lot of things. Like, y'all don't want to make, like, yeah, this is why some people just get turned off, man. Like, it's like, yo, come here, you want to open a business, and then it's like,
everybody's leaving to Florida, Texas, even Cali.
Where it's easier to open a business. It's so easy to open a business,
crazy.
Man.
You need so much.
Not even in New York, man. In New York, all I was asked for, like, it's easy in New York. Just get a business certificate. If you need permits for renovation and all that, it's pretty easy to get them. Health department, it's really quick to approve you. What else?
The health department comes here and they want to make sure that hot water is good, cold water is good, everything is running. You got, you name it.
And the building codes is crazy too. Like, I'm like, oh my god, it's just. I wanted to open a business here, and then I saw everything that I had to go through and all the places they were sending me to, and I'm just like, this is ridiculous. Like, I was like, hell no. You know what? Forget CT, man. I just stay as a barber out here. That's it.
You know what? We should buy a van and start just mobile area.
Just a mobile van, man. Less work, man. Come get a cut, get out. I don't even need to have a bathroom in there. Tell you the truth. It's crazy, man. But all right, so one topic I really want to get into today, and this is very important for barbers who are starting in the business, barbers who have been 5 years in the business, or even veterans who have been 10 years or more in the business. So I want to dedicate this one to all the barbers that are over 50. I say over 15 because they've been through this. There's 3 different types of barbers and 3 different types of industry in this game. I know if you guys heard of like places like Supercuts, places like Sports Clip, all those franchises. So you got the franchise barber, you got the barber that works within percentage, and then you have the booth rent barber. So I'm gonna start off with the franchise barbers. Franchise barbers, I think it's good for barbers who are just coming out of school.
So that's like a sport clip.
It's a sports clip. Barbers that are getting paid salary or they're getting paid by the hour.
I never done
and
that
then those for that it's good for people who are starting out in the industry.
So
especially for franchise barbers that's why you got Supercuts, you got those places like that. But it's good for those barbers who are coming out of school and they need to establish a client. This is a tip: if you need to build a clientele, not even build the clientele. It's good for you to go to those places because it's not like when you go to a place where you're gonna booth rent or do percentage. Percentage is good too because you can build clientele there. So you're doing percentage where it's either 70-30, 60-40, or 50-50. Mm-hmm. Those are the percentages that in my experience, I've been through.
But if you want to build that clientele,
which it helps you build the clientele
right after coming out of school and stuff.
Exactly. So as far as franchise barbers, Uh, the negative side to it is you're being controlled. Um, you're definitely your time is being controlled. Everything in your life is being controlled by that franchise. As far as your pay rate, sometimes it sucks. Sometimes you're getting paid minimum wage. Your commission is not. They're like, dude, they're taking like I don't know what's the word. I don't want to be so rude. You know what? Fuck it. We're the real talk of the industry. You're getting raped, bro, on your commission.
But you get an experience and
you get an experience, and the clients, and you build that clientele. But they're taking away. So a lot of times it's like you need to work on their time. They're not really. These franchises are not really caring about your life. They're not really caring about the time, your time. They don't understand how, as a barber, you need to expose yourself more, how to market yourself as a barber. They don't understand that those are ways that you as a barber you could do for the company, and you could bring more clientele in. But they don't do that. They don't care about that. All they care about is the time they're taking away from you, and you putting that time into work in their shop, and all they care is about their money. Half the time they don't even care about giving you a pay raise or nothing. It's just hard for them to do that. And it's sad because it's like these barbers are given their full potential to your company, but then you don't appreciate them.
That's why you see a lot of memes of
sports clips and all that. Like, yo, it's sad, man, because these barbers are not appreciated, and then they get to the level where they get good, and they're still not appreciated, and it's sad, man. They're putting their full 7 days or 6 days or whatever you're giving these barbers, or even if you're putting them part-time. It's like a barber should never be part-time. Barber should always be full-time, working from morning to closing. Now, percentage,
I love it.
percentage barbers, sometimes it's good, depending on the shop that you're working and the shop that is giving you. Sometimes the owner will work with you, and the owner will give you 70% and he'll take 30, which is not bad. It's a good way to start, and you build your clientele, and then that person might be able to switch you to booth rent when he sees that you're getting pretty busy. Once you get into booth rent, I think the pros of booth rent is you're making more money as a barber. You're valuing yourself.
That's exactly how I started. I was paying her like every Saturday, and whatever she was taking, it was like a
60-40?
60-40.
Okay.
And I built so much clientele, it was crazy. But the thing that I also liked, it was that I had all the barbers that I was looking up to, because they were so full with clients and just cutting hair all day. But they also taught me how to cut hair and how to do the advertising and how to get more clients and all that. And yeah, after a while, actually the barber that brought me to the barbershop, Eric, he was like, listen, bro, right now you got a lot of clients. You should think about paying rent instead of the percentage. And I was like, nah, I'm gonna lose money, because I was, I didn't know anything about it. But then he broke it down. It's like, listen,
it makes more sense.
You make all this money, and I'm like,
I'm taking 40, and you're taking 60, and 40%. If you do the math right.
I remember I was paying $100 a chair. That's what the lady that
I remember one time I was out in Texas, and my guy was charging me only $90 for the chair a week. I had to ask him 3 times. I'm like, what? $90 a chair? He's like, yeah, $90 for the week. I'm like, what? $90?
Shout out from Chicago.
So then I was like, nah. I'm like, yo, $90? He's like, yes. And I'm like, this guy is crazy. Because I'm like, I come from New York, and in New York, we got very high booth rents. We go anywhere from $150, $175, $200 a chair a week. But you make the money, and if you have a nice, stable clientele, you make the money, and you can pay that off in one day to 2 days, and then the rest of the week is just yours. So you're making anywhere. I remember I was in New York and I was making anywhere from 2,500 to 3,000 a week as a barber, and that's pretty good money. As far as when I was in Texas, I would pay this guy in a matter of hours. I'm like, yo, here's your rent. From half a day through Sunday, all that money was mine, pocketed in my, and I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like,
that's what I tell people: pay your rent early.
Yeah, man, like
everything else is yours.
Pay the rent, pay the booth rent. You're gonna see the outcome of the situation. As far as, like I said, franchise is for people who are starting out in the business. Don't even have no experience, because I know in school they don't teach you much. In school you don't learn. They teach you exactly what you need to know for the state board. That's it. So you could pass that license, get your license. That's all you need. They don't really teach you how to cut hair. They're not there to tell you every technique that you need to know, how to fade, how to use scissors. They don't go through all that.
YouTube is good, but it's not.
It's not. You have to pay attention to the guys who are veterans. And there's a lot of you that say, "Oh, I know how to cut hair. I know how to fade. I know how to do this." When you get into the barbershop, but then that veteran sees you and it's like,
damn. Have you gone to like just a random barbershop, and once, I don't know, there's always that one barber that always want to be like the best.
He wants to be the A-Rod of the game.
You'd be like, yeah, I'm a barber.
Yeah, like it's so funny. Yeah, I know. Yeah,
I'll be like, okay.
I'm like,
a high five.
I'm like, yeah. I look at those barbers and I'm like, damn, bro, you're stressing yourself out, and you don't even know the technique of how you can get that done in the next 2 minutes. You know what I mean? That's why you see some of us, we do anything from 15 to 30 minutes, depending on that. Some people can't do.
Phil's not here.
What's up?
What's up?
What's up, Diana? Shout outs to Diana, the podcast. It's crazy because you see these people come out of school, they think they're that barber, and they haven't been taught the right way. So when you listen to your veterans that have 20 plus years in this, because they have a lot of knowledge, it's not because you think you got it, you think you're working here and you're making, no. You don't even know the amount of money a barber could really make. I've been through it all, man. I've been to barber expos. I've worked for franchises. And that's another thing about franchises. You're really stuck there. If you stay for years, you're really stuck. They don't really care about you, man. They don't really care about what you want, what you're doing in the industry. They don't really care about that. They just care about themselves and what the company needs. Shout outs to them, man. But half of the time, they're not barbers who owns these franchises. They're not barbers. Most of the time, it's just finance people or people who are just willing to get into a franchise just to make extra money. You know, percentage barbers, booth rent barbers, those are real barbers. Those are the barbers that are in this game to get to know the game, to learn and to emphasize their skills even more, and to learn from veterans in the game. Hatchet, what's up, Hatchet, man? Salute to you out there in Massachusetts, man. So you gotta, when you're a barber, you gotta learn from the real old school barbers. The Italian barber that knows how to give that nice, good shave. Watch. Yeah, I've said this so many times. And I learned this in Puerto Rico. Your eyes are your best tool. Sit next to a veteran barber. Sit next to that barber. Yo, Hatchet, renting a booth is better, man. It's better than any of that. Sit next to that veteran barber. Watch that barber work. Watch that barber, how he reacts and services that client, the way he talks with him, everything. And reels that client in and makes that client come back. Yeah, that's dope. Franchise barbers, like, yeah, you walk into a place, it's real nice and all that, but it's really a lot of drama behind the scenes.
True.
It's all, as a barber, like, I'd rather rent booth. I'd rather rent the booth because I have the liberty of doing a lot of things. I could control my clientele too as well.
Even my time.
It is about the comeback, Hatchet. It really is about the comeback, man. But booth rent is where it shows your entrepreneurship. That's how I'm gonna put it, and that's the word I'm gonna use. It shows you your entrepreneurship. Booth rent barbers, you have to take. That's your space. That's your business right there. Not the owner of the shop. Not the guy working next to you. No, no. The owner of the shop is renting you a space, which becomes your business. That little 10 by 10, 6 by foot space or 12 by 12 space, that is your business. So Kino rents a booth.
Sure you keep it clean.
Keep it clean. Your customer service has to be a point, and it
always
is on you. So that's when you become the entrepreneur, the hustler, whatever you want to call it. So that becomes your responsibility, not the owner of the shop, not the guy sitting next to you again. It becomes your responsibility for you to go out, market yourself, introduce yourself to other people, so you can make sure you can pay that booth rent. The clientele that you happy for, if you have a following, then that's even great, because you're gonna be that barber that's busy every day. Kino got over 200, all hustling, man. He got himself an app. It's called the Cut app. So shout outs to the Cut app.
Shout outs to them.
And he's able to manage all his clientele through there. He's able to send out emails on special occasions like Mother's Day or graduation and stuff. He could probably send an email blast through there and have a discount. Like, yo, you come in on this day, you get 10%.
It goes the blast goes to everybody in the app.
That's
what I told them. Make sure you guys have your notifications on. Even when I go on vacation, I write down whenever I'm leaving and what days I'm gonna stay away, and I just send the message, and it just made my life way easier. Like
it does.
I love the app.
I got the app, but now I'm using a different app. I use Square Appointments. I use Square Appointments because it's just easy. I already had an account. The Cut app, I would love to use it. I have it set up, but I just haven't had the time to really go into it.
It's crazy when people go in the because sometimes you got the walk-ins.
Yeah.
So they walk in, and I told them, hey, I do appointments. I'm like, yeah, okay, where can I? I'm like, no, I do it through the app. They're like, what the fuck?
Sometimes
like,
we're walking. I'll have to ask. Sometimes
we're
we're walking. I'll ask them, and I'll look at the schedule. And this is what I do. This is where speed. And if you're a veteran, sometimes speed does matter.
True.
With yourself as a barber. Sometimes there's barbers out there that take 45 to an hour with a client. Speed is very important because if you put it this way, your booth renting, you don't want to lose that money. That's extra money in your pocket. So if you could learn how to do anywhere from 15 minutes to 20 minutes haircuts, at least you could get 4 people in 1 hour. Let's say you're charging $40 for the haircut. That's $160 an hour. So that makes you $160 an hour barber. Do the math. You're working 12-hour shifts. I think you're benefiting. I really think you're benefiting if you really do the math. That's $160. Who gets paid $160 an hour? I don't know a lawyer that gets paid that. I don't know a doctor that gets paid that.
I was telling my girl last week. I'm like, I remember when I used to make $150 when I was in summer jobs and all this stuff, and now we can make that in hours.
In an hour. If you could get 4 people at $40 an hour, I'm not scared to say to anybody. I don't tell them prices when they sit in my chair. I service them. I give them the haircut. And once I'm done with everything that I'm doing, and just my personality, giving them my personality, just the person that I am, and if they're satisfied with that, and they feel real comfortable, and I see that they're willing to come back, dude, 40. I'll charge you 50, 60, depending on what I'm doing with you. But I'm valuing myself as a barber and the knowledge that I've gained throughout the years.
Now, do you do? I don't do them. I feel like it's disrespectful to my clients, the presidentials and all that stuff. Where if for those that don't know it, is some random person just come in and pays $50 to $60 and you gotta go.
You know what?
I'm like, bro, what? I can't do that.
I've put it on my look. I'm even when I'm going to the new shop, right? Shout outs again to the shop, Newington, Connecticut, 287 Main Street. Make sure June 2nd is the pre-party, June 4th is the grand opening. Shout outs to Jennifer Nieves, who's gonna be performing live there June 2nd. I'm gonna get one more artist. Phil might kill me for this, but we working something with the Rough Riders. So shout out to them, man.
Wow.
I did this. So on my Square appointments, you see a list of what I have. You see the menu. So I have anything from haircuts all the way to what's a regular hot towel shave to a corporate shave. This is what I call it, the corporate shave, which includes whatever, and it describes. I describe everything that's included for that price. There's the luxury shave, and that includes the massage, the facial, and it includes the price that I'm charging. Now people are able to read this and see everything that it brings with it. So they're like, wait, he's doing this, he's doing that, hot towel, steamer, black mask, facial exfoliator, daily wash, toner, all this. Plus, I also have the option now, me as a barber, I'm able to, where I have now the membership available. So you pay one price and you get unlimited haircuts. So I have about 4 different memberships. You pay that one-time fee, but I leave it to the responsibility of the customer to pay every first of the month, and then at the end of the month, that breaks. So it's not like a contract, because then I leave that option to the customer, where he's able to decide whether he wants to continue, and then he pay another month for the membership, blah blah blah, and then again at the end of the month finish it. I have reminders that is sent to the customer.
I should do something like that.
Yeah, yo, it's dope.
There's on the Cut app, I can build like a little package.
You could build a package for them for the month.
Wow.
And charge them that, and then it's easier for the customer, because then the customer starts doing the math in their head. They're like, wait, I'm paying $30-$40 a week for this, coming every time to a barbershop, but if I pay this on a monthly, then it makes sense. And there's just ways to reel in customer, ways to you to work for the customer and service them, and for you to make those customers loyal to you, so yeah, that's what I have available now. But I'm not gonna start the membership until I get to the new place. Right now I accept walk-ins. Right now I do appointments too as well. So as far back to the walk-ins
and house calls.
And yeah, I do house calls, man. $100 an hour. People have paid for them, man. They I'm like, wow. I went to New York recently. My guy, I haven't seen this guy in about a year and a half, man, and wow, his hair was so long. I'm like, I never ever in my life seen my boy Manny. Shout outs to you, man. Like, I haven't seen you with that hair so long, and he was refreshed when I cut his hair, man. I was like, wow.
They're saying, what's a good monthly fee?
What's a good monthly fee? It depends on what you're doing. So I have 4 memberships. I'm not gonna give out the prices because then I'm just giving out everything. I have somewhere from student membership, which just is unlimited haircuts for the students. I have the haircut membership, then I have the haircut and shave membership, and then I have just the shave membership. So that's what I have, and then then below that I'll describe what I'll include with that and all that. That service could run anywhere from the student, it's just the haircut, so 20 minutes on that service. It's unlimited haircuts throughout the month. For the haircut, anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes, depending if he's getting shampoo, condition. And you gotta really just break down the math. When you break down the math to what he's paying weekly, if it's a weekly customer or if it's every 2 weeks customer. You do that math, add that up, what he's giving you in tip as well. Add all that up. And then just bring it down 10, 20%. I'll give an example. Let's do the student. Student, I'll charge them like $50 a month. And that's unlimited haircuts. Plus, if he comes every week, He's giving you, let's say, $15, $20 tip because of the way you're servicing him. Sometimes I'll go out of my way too, and I'll include shampoo and conditioner in there, and just wash his hair, treat him right, and take care of him. Then another thing I do is just to make him come back. A cleanup, you get a free cleanup, free neck trim shave, the back right here. That's nothing. You could offer that for free, and it makes them come back because it's like, oh man, I get a free cleanup. I need a. They'll come back through the week, and they'll tip you too. It's free plus you get tipped, so it's pretty cool to learn. There's a lot of ways to maneuver the business. This is where I get back to the franchise business. They don't let you do this. All they care about is money. If they're not like us where we really care about the customer, we're always thinking about the customer, and we're more on customer service based. So salute to all my barber boo friend that are doing a lot. We always getting products, to trying out different stuff, just to treat our customers a certain way, to cater to them.
Some of our clients even notice when we get new stuff. I got
yeah,
all
they
my
do.
clients that be like, "Whoa, that's a new aftershave, or that's a new shaving cream, that's a new clipper." I'm like, yeah, because you guys deserve the best.
It's true, man. They do deserve the best, man. I'm creating the shave oil that we have for hair choppers. And I'm sorry, guys. I've been working on the labels, and it's just they're taking time, and we're 2 weeks away from the Connecticut Barber Expo. And I don't think I'm gonna release it yet. If the labels do come before, then I'll release the shave oil. So I'm creating the shave oil because the shave oil, I love it to the fact where I've created an exfoliating system within the shave oil for the person's face while you're shaving them. So when you put that hot towel, when you're steaming with that shave oil, and that vapor of the hot towel was just sinking into your pores and opening those pores up, that shave oil is actually exfoliating all the toxins out of your face, which is great. So when you pass that blade through, you get that really smooth shave. Man, you're gonna love that hair. You're gonna be ordering that every month, the hair Chopperz shave oil, man. But it takes time to perfect a product. It takes time to put it out there. So it took me about almost a year and change to get it through. And then now I'm working on the labels, but the labels look like they're not on time, ladies and gentlemen. So if they do come on time, and I will release it May 19th, 2019. If not, just give me a little bit more and we'll release it then. Other than that, we got other barber expos.
We got more expos.
Yes, we got more expos to go, man. So yeah, that's the difference between franchise, percentage, and booth rent barbers. So you see the difference between pros and cons. Again, franchise are good for people who are starting out in a business to build your clientele. Percentage, it's also good for people who are starting out. Make sure you start at a 70-30%. Never take nothing less. Why? Because you still are building clientele. You're not going to see money every day. Make sure that the person who's doing the percentage also fills out a W-4 for you. This is very important. Make sure they fill out a W-4 because this is how you do your taxes at the end of the year.
Also do the 1099.
I think that's the 1099.
That's the 1099.
Yeah, that's the 1099 W-4. W-4. Then you get your W-2s, which is what you get at the end of the year. But make sure that they do that because that's the barbershop owner. It's remember, they get tax credit on you. And this is a way for you to get your taxes done. So you make sure that you're not getting jerked. And this is very important. A lot of you barbershop owners take advantage of this. And I seen it done in New York a lot. This is why you gotta educate yourself in everything. Business laws, everything. Just everything. When you're booth renting, you're self-employed.
LLC.
Yes.
You gotta get it.
You're self-employed. You're not working for nobody but yourself. You're working for you. You have a license. That's where you open a tax ID number. You get an EIN. It's really easy to LLC yourself. You can LLC your name if you want, 406. It takes a few bucks. It's like $50 to LLC yourself. Just go to Google, LLC, and a bunch of companies are gonna pop up, and they're able to do it for you. And like, you could do the tax EIN, the tax EIN number actually with the tax ID, and to LLC your business and get a tax ID. I think it's about $100 to $150, just to get that tax ID number. You gotta do it within your name, or you could create a company name, and that's gonna be your LLC forever. So when you work at some place, make sure that if you're working on the percentage, you get that W-4 done, because a lot of these barbershop owners get tax credit on you for each employee that they have.
That's crazy.
I'm telling you because I was a business owner. I still am, and I know what it is. So we got I don't know who this is. Let's see who we got here. So we have this. So learn and educate yourself on that, but make sure to get your W-4 done when you're working percentage or in franchise, man. Other than that, make sure when you're working. Hey, what's up? What's up? I'm not sure. What's up, guys? I don't understand what you're really saying. But shout out to you, man. Thank you for tuning in to here at Chopperz Radio, man. Make sure you tune in on YouTube. You get a better screen of us. You actually get to call in live. So the number to call in live is 860-372-0897. Shout outs to Gavo, who's just tuning in as well. That's our sponsor. Yo, Gavo. Yo, we rocking, baby. We rocking, baby. Back to this. Like, that's the pros and cons of that. Franchise, you don't gotta worry about, because they always got your W-2. You always get paid by check, so you don't gotta worry about that. They do everything the right way for you. As far as booth renting, too, make sure that you sign yourself up. There's a freelancers union, and you could go to, I think it's freelancers.com.org or something like that. And yo, Phil, you could order this hat. You can hit up my man right here, Gavo_Julio. You can order a hat from him. Let him know that Brian sent you, bro. He'll give you the discount.
You got all type of colors and all that. Styles.
He got all styles, man. That's my guy right there, man. We got the apparel. So make sure that as a booth renter, you sign up yourself for the freelancers union, because that way you could pay your Social Security and you can also pay your own taxes. A lot of barbers, they don't do this, man. They don't do this at all, and this is why you are stuck in certain situations. But once you start doing this, you're building your own credibility. You're building your future finances, and you're building a retirement plan. Sometimes I say open a CD account or something, man. Open an account and just start throwing money in there. Because remember, us barbers, we don't have Medicaid benefits. We don't have a lot of benefits. We don't even have retirement, like a 401k. We don't have that. So I advise you, take a chunk of the money. Instead of buying Jordans, $200, take those $200 and throw it into your retirement fund. Because you don't want to be working at 7. I see this guy, 105 years old. He's from New York or something, upstate New York, and dude is still working as a barber. He doesn't want to retire. That's his thing. Much love to him, man. But I don't want to be working at 105, man, cutting hair. I want to be retired, enjoying life. That's crazy. I don't even think I want to work at 60 something as a barber no more.
I mean, I love cutting hair, but wow,
it comes to a point where you can't do it no more. You gotta let the youngins do it, man. It's crazy, man. So I'm like, wow. Everybody, if you're on the live right now, if you're on the IG lives everywhere, make sure to tune into YouTube. Search Hair Chopperz Radio. Again, I'm gonna make the screen bigger so y'all can see it. So make sure to tune into Hair Chopperz Radio. Take out the underscore, just Hair Chopperz Radio. Look on YouTube now. You could call in and chat with us. You could chat with us and see us there. I think you even have the option for a live chat on there, so y'all can mingle amongst each other. I'm not able to see it on the screen right now because I'm actually the one that's producing and engineering the whole thing over here. So again, y'all could just tune into that right there.
Show them a little bit of the
because we don't see the live chat, so that's for y'all to mingle. and then we're gonna transition right back to us. So yeah, that's the pros and cons between franchise percentage and booth rent barbers, man. You already have a following, yo, booth rent. You're not gonna regret it. You're not gonna regret it. You're gonna make more money as a booth renter. Dude is gonna charge you anywhere from $150 to $200 for the booth. If you have over 200 clients that are loyal to you, it's a way for you to go. It's already you become your own business. But do what I say. Register yourself in the freelancers union. Start paying your taxes and pay your own Social Security as well, because that becomes your Social Security. Once you start paying that, man, that becomes your retirement fund too. You know, you're able to claim your Social Security once you reach the age of 65 and to say, I retire as a barber. You know, open up a separate bank account and just throw money in there, and that'll be your retirement fund. I don't buy Jordans no more, man. I'm 30. I'm going on 38 years old, ladies and gentlemen. 38. I'm not into Jordans no more. I don't gotta be the 14-year-old. I'll go to Marshall's and buy me a pair of Adidas and Nikes.
I will be 35 this year, May 23rd. What up? And I've never owned a pair of Jordan. And I will never own a pair of Jordan. But I do sell them. So find me on eBay.
KetoBall.com.
I do sell them.
Yeah. That's dope.
It's just not me.
In my whole life, I only owned one pair of Jordans. And it was in the time that they don't cost the way they cost now. And it was the first time that the Bugs Bunny came out. And it was the original in the 90s. So that's the only pair of Jordans I ever owned. And you know what? Those Jordans lasted me for 6 years, yo. To the day that they didn't fit me no more. You know, my foot kept growing, whatever, but they didn't fit me no more. I gave them away. After that, I didn't buy Jordans, man. I'm just, why am I gonna pay this much when I got somewhere else to look forward to? People forget, like, people ask, they see other people, right? And they're like, oh, how are they doing this? Or how are they doing that? Those people are not worried about Jordans. They're not worried about name brands. They're not worried about, this is where our community, Latinos and blacks, this is where it falls into. We're paying too much attention to what that rapper is wearing, and half the time that rapper is not affording that. It's like, they're blinding you
with Gucci right now.
Exactly, they're blinding you. And you're making them more richer. Meanwhile, you're still stuck where you're stuck. But the whole point to this is stop following trends. First off, I come from the era where we had leaders. The early 90s. Oh. Wrong phone number, ladies and gentlemen. The early 90s, 80s, 70s, 60s, 50s, we had leaders. People who led so they could open up your mind. We had more freedom in the States. Nowadays, we have a generation of followers. That's all I see. Everything is followers. And it's sad for me to see that, because I come from the era of leaders. Now people are scared to step up and lead. We have Martin Luther King, shot. John F. Kennedy, shot. Malcolm X, shot. A lot of our leaders have died, especially in Puerto Rico too. Filiberto, all these people que eran macheteros, but they were fighting for a cause. And because of the way our society is nowadays, this government and everything else that we see on TV, we hear on the radio, our music, is all blinding us to what we could do as a community, especially us, the minorities. And we are not minorities. Latinos and blacks, we are not the minorities. So stop that. We can actually grow from what we have, make our community better, stop making these people richer just because they're a brand name. Gucci, Louis, whatever, and your favorite rapper is wearing it. Half the time, your favorite rapper can't even afford that. He can't even afford the Lambo that he got because he has bills to pay.
Half of the time, this stuff are given to them.
Or given, yeah, exactly. They're given to them for promo, for that purpose, for you to see this. But you have to learn how to create wealth. That's the key word. Create wealth. This is like us. I remember back in the early 80s and 90s when I came to New York. And my old neighborhood in the South Bronx, every bodega was Puerto Rican owned. Then slowly, those bodegas started disappearing. But at that one point, it made our communities way stronger. Why? Because we own businesses. Our old school parents, ancestors, grandparents, they own businesses. They uplifted our community. Why? To grow, to create wealth. That has lacked in the 90s. It started lacking mid-90s into the 2000s, and now it's just, I don't see a Puerto Rican bodega, or I don't see a Puerto Rican owned business. You know, now I go to Florida and I go to other states, especially here in Hartford too, where the Puerto Rican community is actually very strong, and we own businesses. But why? Because we are giving an example to our youth, our generation, to create wealth. Don't let society blind you and take away from you. You know, we create wealth, and then we will have a voice and the power to do something. And that's where I'm at with that, man. And you know, that's where I want to see our people at, man.
Gotta do it, man.
Yeah, if we don't create wealth, man, you're gonna let these people in this world do what they do, and how they do it, you know, and control what's on TV and all this, man.
It's crazy how they make all this money and can never help nobody out.
It's true, man. And it's crazy because they look at our cultures and they take away from our cultures too. And I'm just like, wow. Interesting how they do it, man. And they put a lot of people against each other, which is what we seeing on TV, man. Yo, the hood, the what supposedly is minority. Yo, wake up, man. Smell the coffee. Let's build our communities to a better community. Let's do it. You know, I use this platform here too for people to wake up, because I come from the hood. I come from seeing that. I come from seeing violence. I come from seeing drugs selling corners. I see all that, you know. I've been through all that. I've seen it all. And, you know, coming from that, it's like you learn and you observe. You listen, and you listen to I come from an era where I'm kind of an old soul.
Then it's crazy because you came from Puerto Rico, which is a crazy island. We got
crazy island.
We got the bad side too, and then you go to New York.
Yeah, man. New York, South Bronx, man.
Wow.
My mom brought me to Candela City, which is 151. Yo, I grew up on 151. Between Melrose and Cortland, close to Lincoln Hospital. Back in the 80s, yo, that neighborhood, that's just the South Bronx, man. That neighborhood was horrible. Then from there, we actually went to Florida, and we lived 2 years in Florida. Came back because my mom was traveling for work. So as she came back to New York, we moved to I would say the Hutts Point section, which is Longwood. And if everybody heard of the 41st Precinct, aka Fort Apache, there's a reason why they call it Fort Apache. And that whole neighborhood there was no good. The park that was across the street, bro, when I was a kid walking to school, I would see syringes from the heroin addicts, crack vials. Like, that's when the era of crack and all that was hard on the streets out in the South Bronx. The sidewalk across the street, if you walk from corner to corner, you know that the police back in the days in New York, they used to chalk the dead body, right? So you would walk that sidewalk and you would count how many dead bodies would drop on that sidewalk.
Wow.
And that's how many, that's the environment I was growing up on. And it is crazy because then that environment took over my life, and then I started doing things too. But that's why I say I thank God he put clippers in my hands, because without that and without God in my life, man, who knows what I would be nowadays. Like, this is why I say, man, never give up on your dreams. Never give up on anything. Focus on that one dream. Don't let nobody tell you any different. Make your mind stronger. Focus on that and take it all the way, because guarantee it could take a year, 2, 3, or whatever it does. You're gonna make it. You just gotta focus on it, man.
That's what I tell people, man. As long as you focus on it and you fight for it, you're gonna make it happen.
Yeah, man. Because a lot of people in our community, because of the status that they live in, it weakens you. It weakens you. It makes you weaker, and then you start thinking negatively, and then all those negative thoughts is the devil working you, man. That's the devil work. That's the whole point to this.
I'm actually talking to my kids about this, about how to get their own money, not depend on oh my god, I gotta find a job, I gotta look for a job, I gotta this not, no. You can make it happen too.
Yeah, man. Anybody can make it happen, man. This is why I love hearing Chopperz video, because we talk about the real. This is the real talk of the industry, but we're not talking about the real, like. Yeah, well, I come from a background. Kino comes from a background. But when we say real talk, it's like, yo, we're taking this platform to uplift you, motivate you, make you believe in yourself. Because I've seen a lot of barbers out here, man, where, in the Bronx, let's talk about the Bronx a little. I work with barbers, and they come into the shop brand new. Dude, they give up in 1 week because it's like, I'm not cutting hair, I'm not making money, this and that. And I'm like, I try to take them to the side and be like, listen, you gotta put in the work. You gotta be here every day. From the time that you open to the time that you close. Stand outside, man. Make yourself some business cards. It take like, yo, this Vistaprint. I just did some business cards.
And make sure you talk to people face to face. I mean, you gotta do it. Some people, some of this, not at all barbers, but some barbers are like scared to talk to another person. They rather go on social media, and yes, I'm a barber. It works, because I talked about it before. It works, but when you talk to the person face to face, it makes it better.
It does make it better, man. Like, yo, shout outs to you, Chef. Says gotta put in the work and forget about the negativity. Work. We don't get paid by the hour. We get what we put in. You want to stay on IG all day and not promote, you won't make money. You gotta meet people too. That is correct. That's what I'm getting at. So this barber, I took him in and I showed him a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm like, listen, don't get desperate. It goes like that when you start out. Especially when some barbers get scared, because it's like a lot of the barbershop owners, especially in the Bronx and other places that work, they put a lot of pressure on the barber, like, yo, you gotta have my rent by Saturday. You cannot pass. If you don't boyfriend, you're not gonna work the next week. And they put a lot of pressures on these dudes. Instead of giving them a break, like, yo, I'm gonna start you off, I'm gonna give you the month free so you could build whatever, do things like that, because then it creates a nice environment, and it makes the whole it's a team. So I had to tell them, like, listen, make some business cards, man. Vistaprint. Shout out to Vistaprint, man. 100 business to 200 business cards. Only $10, man. Create a little logo. Create the time that you're there for. Put your phone number there. And you stand outside a barbershop, especially in New York, man. In New York, you guys got traffic every day, no matter where the hell you at. Bronx, Queens, Brooklyn, Staten Island, Long Island. Like, you guys got foot traffic all the time, no matter where it is, man. Stand outside a barbershop. Introduce yourself to, yo, listen, I work right here at this barbershop. Here's my number. Whenever you need a cut, come check me out. Put your Instagram on the business card. Put your phone number. Put a link to where they can even make an appointment with you. Make your business card simple. You don't need to make your business card so busy. Market yourself. I guarantee out of 100 business cards that you give out, you're at least gonna get 10 to 15 clients out of that. At least 10 to 15 clients out of that. And that's the old school way of hustling. Now there's social media to it nowadays. Kino does something where he actually messages whoever the hell out there. He will go to certain hashtags and he'll use those hashtags and he'll use that to his credibility. And he'll send a message that he already has built. And the first time he gives them like 5 or 10% off their first service. And then after that, boom, he got a client there. And that's a client that's coming back every week, every 2 weeks, or the monthly.
I always tell them word of mouth. Once you got the new client, let them know. Listen, if tell your friend, tell your brother, uncle about me. Show them my account, and they come back too.
Yeah, man. It's like, look, Chef, it's like we old school. Before phones, before social media, it was hard to get clients. Now back in the day, it was 10 times harder. Now we have our cell phones and our platforms all promote our work. Young barbers these days don't take a man. It's true, they don't, man. They just sit in the chair, go on social media, play around on Facebook or play around these app games or whatever, and expect for a client to walk into the shop. It's not that easy, man. It's not. You gotta go out there and get it, man.
And I still really gotta be hungry about it, because that's another thing. We back then we used to have like the one barbershop in the corner.
Yeah, now we got
like 7
barbershops in one block
so
radius.
You better stay up on
so
on
you
your
yeah,
game,
because if you don't stay up on your game, that barber that's brand new in that other shop, he's probably hustling harder than you are and bringing in that clientele.
That's what I was telling my boys about the services we do. Yes, everybody cuts hair in the area, but can they do black masks? Can they do coloring? Can they do you name it? The steamer, you know, all of that. You got to change different services.
Yeah, you do, man. You know, one thing is I've noticed when let's say when I do steaming and I do hot, when I do a steamer, right? I take the client and I do the pre-shave oil first. Okay. So I use that, but I use my hands. I don't use the massage machine. I feel like the massage machine doesn't do much. So I take that pre-shave oil and I use that as a massage oil too as well, and I rub it into the person's face, and I'm giving them a massage and doing the chin area, this, and then I go into the temple, and then I'll do the temple massage. Every time they come out of that chair, and I'll do like 3 or 4 hot towels in them. So I'll do the first shave. Once I do the hot lather with the shave cream that I'm using, hot towel, and let that steam and that vapor open those pores up. And then I'll do the first shave. The first shave will be I come down with the grain. So that means with the way the growth of the way the hair's growing, and I will go with it. Boop. And I'll do I even do the 14 steps of shave. Like I'll do it that way. Boop boop. And I'll do everything. And then again, shave cream again. Boop boop boop. Hot towel again. And open those pores more. And then I'll go against it. So you get that baby's butt feel. When that customer comes out of that chair, that customer goes to me, Brian, this is the best shave I've ever had. I've never had nobody done something like you did. And it's always the same reaction. It's always the same reaction. And I'm like, are you serious? This is service. This is customer service. You're pampering your customer.
That's right.
They like that.
Stop being scared. Some people are scared to do a massage, even shave.
Yeah. And you know how much I could charge for that shave? Anywhere from $40 to $50. Because I made it worth that money. Sometimes I even there's the corporate shave, actually the luxury shave, and that will include the facial massage, the mini facial massage. It will include the facial cleansing, steamer and hot towels, and the shave. And that I could charge $70 to $75. You gotta think of ways of how to make this work, man. You gotta think about your customer. Customers are gonna like this. Time limit yourself, because most of these I do 30 minutes. I do 30 minutes on each of these services.
Black mask, it's a service I got. If I add a black mask, it's $5 extra with the haircut or any service you chose. But I sell the black mask for $5.
Yep.
So think about it.
That black mask that Kino got, I'm sorry to say, I think it's a little bit better than the Elegance one.
It grips.
It grips.
I had some of my clients tell me like, "Wow, this thing grips."
Not to say nothing negative, but I love Elegance. I love their products. It's really good. The shade gel, all that. Like shout outs to them. But sometimes the bottle says 15 to 20 minutes, and sometimes when you add that on, it takes a little bit more than 20 minutes for that Elegance Black Mass to dry up. Yeah. And I'm like, geez, like, and even if I put it, it's like, because I have the brush
have
that.
You noticed? It's kind of like gooey. Type.
It is, yes.
Because I used it before. I used the Elegance. I used the Clubman, which I'm sorry, I didn't like. The only one I used that I really liked was the red one.
Oh, okay.
They have one, and
yeah,
and it was good, but Elegance was like gooey type. I don't know, and it wasn't drying.
And it wasn't drying. That's what it says in the bottle.
The ones I got, they dried quickly. I mean, to the point where, see, this is what I do.
I feel sometimes that I have to use the blow dryer with.
Yeah, that's what I
with the Elegance.
I got I do the haircut, whatever you're gonna cut of the top. I let them know, because I'm gonna put the black mass, and I don't want hair falling, whatever. So I do that. Then I apply the mask. But before I apply the mask, I clean the face with 91% alcohol, remove every dirt or whatever they got, and then apply the black mask.
Mm-hmm.
While I'm doing the fade, halfway, and I'm already like, okay, this needs to come off, because it dries quickly, but it's not dangerous, it's not painful, it's not none of that. And I always tell people, if you feel like the black mass is pulling too much, just spray water. That's all you need to do.
That's true, man.
Soften the product.
I don't know why I take, but I like the one that Kino got. Kino, that one dries up really quick. It actually grips really good too.
Smells good too.
Yeah, it does.
It does smell to it.
I'm looking for a video here, guys. For you who are tuning in IG, go to YouTube, man. Go to YouTube. Y'all missing out what y'all can see on YouTube, man. I don't know why a lot of people come on the live. Y'all missing out. Shout outs to KinoTheBarber.com. Make sure if you need all the supplies, need Kino trimmers, all that, go to KinoTheBarber.com. Shout outs to the shop, 287 Main Street, Newington. That's gonna be our new spot. So make sure to visit us there. Shout outs to Gavo, Salam.
Got 58 minutes remaining. Oh my
God.
Salah.
I was gonna say, how you say that again? Salam alaikum. Maleka salam.
No me hagas hablar aquí porque nos cancelan. Bart. Ay, Dios mío.
I'm trying to put a video here. Alright, cool. So yeah, shout outs to that. Shout outs to the. Wow, that's loud.
Muchacho, you going in? The shop.
So I put that right there. So shout outs to Gavo Julio. If you need the limited edition barber hats or apparel, head over to Gavo_Julio. Order yours today. Real quick, we are gonna be in the CT Barber Expo 2019 on Sunday, May 19th. We're gonna be at the CT Barber Expo. Shout outs to Jay Majors. Stop by the Hair Chopperz Radio booth, which is booth 1110. Kino's gonna have the trimmers there. We're gonna have an in-booth barber battle between CT_Adrian Vega and _the barber barber, which is our co-host. He's not here today because he's at the shop renovating. So it's gonna be a friendly battle. I'm gonna be the model, but I'm not gonna judge because it's gonna be a hard battle to judge. There are two great barbers.
I'm gonna be your model.
He's gonna be my model. Kino's gonna be my model at the freestyle competition. So salute to everybody who's competing in the freestyle. Also shout outs to Marv Barbers. We're gonna be at Barber Fest August 11th, booth 304. So you wanna make sure you stop by our booth there at the Barber Fest. So shout outs to you, Marv, and everybody that's gonna be in the building. Barbers. Take advantage of the Barber Fest. It's the biggest free admission event in the country. Free admission. Now, if you want VIP, it's only $50. So you could go to Marvy Marv's Instagram, click on the link, and get your VIP ticket. Or register and get your free admission ticket.
We're gonna be in there.
And hold your slot down. But I don't know, kid. Can't get no better. Free admission. Take advantage of this, man. Soak in all the knowledge that you're gonna get there. You can also register for the barber battles in there. And it's not expensive either. Make sure to tune into this event, man. This event is gonna be great. August 11th in Saratoga, New York. New York. Barber Fest. Barbers. So shout outs to Marvy Marv. Tyreek Jackson too is gonna be in the building that day. He's also gonna be at the CT Barber Expo. So shout outs to them. One more thing. Your boy Brian, the barber right here, Brian the barber, is gonna be in the Uncle Jimmy's product booth on May 20th, which is Monday. So stop by the booth, make sure to cop some Uncle Jimmy products. That's gonna be dope.
If you guys see us over there at the CT Barber Expo, please come show us some love.
Yes. We're gonna have $2 raffle tickets. We're gonna have a gift basket. There's gonna be some Kino products in there. We're gonna give away some free shirts.
Should I put this? The Tyreek Jackson.
Oh man, that light is pouring. Look at that. Look at that thing.
Look at this.
That thing is crazy.
Dios mío.
Salute to Machos tuning in from MVP Performance.
Esto parece.
Make sure to go check out the boys at MVP Performance, 1978 Park Street here in Hartford, Connecticut, man. You got Jem Jordan, Macho, and Kino there, so make sure to check them out, man. They're an awesome team over there. Some great barbers from here in Hartford, man.
And Iris, Los Cuatro Fantásticos.
Oh yeah. Kino's wife does nails, so make sure to follow her at Iris Rivera Nails, is it?
Yep.
On Instagram. She dope work, man. You're gonna be, so if you got your wife that needs them nails done and that pedicure, make sure to go check out Kino's wife, and you can check out her work at Iris Rivera Nails on Instagram. So shout outs to that, man. They got a whole squad over there. June 2nd is the pre-party for the shop in Newington with the family Phil, Mad Barber 12, Nate the Barber 860, and myself. And we are gonna have Jennifer Nieves music performing live. I'm working on one more artist to get out there, and that's they're from the Rough Riders. So shout outs to the Rough Riders. We're getting that in the works. So I'm getting some things done, man. And then June 4th will be the grand opening in Newington, Connecticut, and the team is going over there. So right now we're in Franklin. We're in Franklin temporarily until June 4th, and then from there we're moving on to Newington. So shout outs to the family. That's gonna be exciting. It's crazy, man. We bring a lot of good things. So Wes Ness, I'm not sure how to say your name. 13 is asking, where are you from? So right now I'm in Hartford, Connecticut, man. Hartford, Connecticut. We're all the way in the States, Connecticut. So shout out for everybody who's tuning in from all over the world, man. Thank you for the love, the support that y'all been giving here at Chopperz Radio. Kino, myself, and Phil, we're very appreciative for all your support. Always tuning in every Monday here at 11:30 because we are taking our time, and we're doing this for you guys, for the industry. It's awesome. So every Monday is Barbershop Talk Mondays. We have the new promo out already, and that's what you're gonna see us promote all the time. So that we stay alert. The only Monday we're not gonna do is May 20th, because Sunday, May 19th, we're gonna be live at the Connecticut Barber Expo. Come see us, stop by, sit down with us, chop it up with us, introduce yourself to the world through our podcast. The whole day. Yes.
We're gonna have a little raffle.
Yes, man.
So be ready.
Don't be shy too, man. We got a live line for you guys to call in. 860-372-0897. You could call right now and talk with us for a few minutes. We got about a half hour to go. So make sure to call in, tune in. Chat amongst each other. We have a live chat feature on YouTube. If you tune into YouTube, it's better, man. I know you guys love the IG. It's more of a personal status, and you could live video with us. It's cool and all that. But I prefer for you guys.
Check YouTube.
I prefer you guys go to YouTube, and then you can call in live on that number. It's just way better.
Hopefully, that's another announcement. Today I might get my shaving cream, shaving gel.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Hopefully I'll get it today. Yeah, KinoTheBarber.com. You know it.
Nice.
Hopefully, I'll get it today, and I want you to try one.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'll definitely try it out, man. I got no problems in trying that out,
And
man.
we're gonna add one to the little package.
Yeah, why not? For the CT Barber Expo, I got some shirts there that
Bro,
could have those. I'm giving away some free products. I got some stuff from Ruzel too,
We're
so
gonna,
I might give
we're
that
gonna be
away.
at the CT Barber Expo. That's where we're gonna have the raffle going on. But remember, you gotta go to the booth, come see us, buy the ticket.
Yes. Oh, shout out to Vernon Dawson for the Baltimore Barber Expo. We still gotta talk to him, man. Like, Vernon, wherever you at, bro?
Man.
You seeing us, bro? Give us a call, man. Like,
I'm going
what's
to,
up?
man.
I need that blueprint. I need to see where the booth is gonna be at.
So that's on where? Maryland.
That's in Maryland, Baltimore, Maryland.
So hopefully
man.
you're gonna see
That
the
is
team
June 30th,
in
I believe.
Hair Chopperz Radio in Maryland.
Yes, and then I got another one. Shout outs to Sean, House of Master Barbers. He is, I believe, one of the founders of Major League Barbers. So if you guys ever heard of Omar Major League from Puerto Rico, they're very old school. One of the first Major League Barbers. One of the first teams out here, man, that started doing events and stuff like that. And that's gonna be in Niagara Falls. So I'm still willing. He's actually gonna be on a podcast with us Sunday, May 19th at the CT Barber Expo. So that's another event that y'all don't want to miss.
The way they promoting the CT Barber Expo, you can tell this shit is gonna be so freaking lit.
Nah, dude, this gonna. I went. Did you go to it last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to it last year, right? And I haven't been to the Barber Expo since 2015. That's the last one I went to.
Oh man, I remember that.
I missed 16 and I missed 17. When I came last year to the 2018, I went on a Sunday too, and I was like, wow.
I was in I was with Jay Majors a couple of weeks ago, and he was showing me the lines for the class.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was last year.
Wow.
And that shit looked so flooded with people. It was crazy.
It's crazy, man. I'm like, wow, like this dude
So
just done
make sure
some
you
good
guys
stuff, man.
get there on time.
Connecticut Barbers,
Especially
man.
for the classes, you gotta be there on time.
One thing is, Connecticut Barbers, man, take advantage of this, man. Y'all have one of the biggest barber expos in your hometown. And y'all not even supporting it like that, man. What's up? Get a ticket, man. It's only a few people that I see Jay go and visit at the shops, and it's not every shop here in Connecticut, man. It's like, yo, take advantage, man. You got one of the biggest expos. You got a dude that is from here in Hartford, man, and went through stuff, and look where he's at now, man. Take that as a.
I hate when I go to different barbershops and I tell them about it, and they're like, I don't know. The fuck you mean you don't know?
They don't take advantage of me, man.
J Major, support the CT Barber Expo.
That's crazy.
You know, you want to take your craft farther. I mean, you gotta go to the expo. You gotta go to the shows. I don't know, man. It's just crazy.
It is, bro. I'm like, oh wow, like y'all gotta take advantage of this, man. That's all I say. CT Barbers, man, take advantage of this. You got one of the biggest expos in the country, man. Over 20,000 people. I went to it last year, and I was amazed because the last time I went to was the Toyota Oakdale in Wallingford.
Ooh,
and from seeing what that was, from where they were at before, from I think it was Sin City, was it?
Sin City, yeah.
All right.
Sin City, yo.
How it's grown, how it's
it was
grown.
A small club, Sin City, and everybody was sweating.
It's crazy, bro.
Like crazy.
I'm like, and now look where this guy's at.
But they made it happen.
They made it happen. Then the next thing, he's at the Toyota Oakdale in Wallingford, and that
held
over
bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah, it just started getting bigger and bigger, and I'm like, whoa.
And now
now he holds 2 spaces. This guy had to rent 2 spaces in the Hartford Convention Center.
And you got people coming from Russia, Brazil, Puerto Rico,
everywhere.
The whole
and not a lot from CT, and not a lot of barbers from CT. Everybody is from everywhere else, but nobody from CT, man. CT, man, y'all barbers, come on. There's talent out here, man. Take the talent there, get some knowledge. We could be so much better, man.
Some of them they gotta stop acting like they know it all, and like, oh my god, oh, I don't, yo no necesito ir para allá, yo estoy bien. Like, no, you need to go there.
I've been a barber for 30 years.
Yeah, they're not gonna judge you because you've been cutting hair for 30. There's actually stuff that you could buy to make your haircuts even faster, or even the classes they got. I mean, take advantage of all this stuff.
It's like I say, man. I've been a barber for over 20 years too, and you know what? It's like I always say, we are in a learning industry. This industry, you're constantly learning. You said
the barber, yeah, booth 700. Oh man, I gotta see you, man. We gotta talk. We gotta talk.
Yeah, y'all deep.
The creator of the
we're in booth.
Scourge.
Which one, the curl sponge or the?
Yeah, he's on point with everything.
What's up, Yusuf Barber? What's up, man? Booth 700. Holy shit, he's all the way down on the other side. We want booth 1110, man. We by the stage, so come on by. Yeah, man. It's crazy. Like, I'm like, wow, there's a lot of people don't support this, and you should, man. You should take advantage of this. These seminars that he's giving, he's bringing wonderful people like Tariq, and he's got this one guy, Axe a Millionaire, man, and he's gonna teach this class on Monday with Tariq as well.
I do want to see a class of I believe his name is I Love to Cut Hair from Puerto Rico.
Oh yeah,
so
his scissor game is crazy.
A Paul Mitchell
educator.
Yes, he actually cut Paul Mitchell's hair.
Yeah, he did. I see his tutorials all the time.
Last year, I was walking around the vendors and all of that, and I saw him, and I'm like, yo, can we, take a selfie, whatever, So the guy that was selling selling the stuff to him, he's like, who is he? I'm like, you don't know who he is. When I show him his Instagram, he's like, whoa, wait, I gotta follow this guy.
Yeah, man.
And now he's a educator on.
You know what I want to say too, man? It's interesting how Puerto Rico is taking over the industry seriously. I don't mean to knock any other race.
Yeah, we're not
like that.
trying
It's
to
not
brag
nothing.
or anything,
But
it's like
barbering and cosmetology is something that's really taken serious in Puerto Rico. And some of the best barbers and stylists come from Puerto Rico. Yeah. If you ever seen Team Puerto Rico when they go to the world to compete against the world, like Korea and Russia, we're always winning. We always come back home with a trophy. I haven't seen a year that we haven't come back with no trophy. These guys train hard throughout the year to compete in this competition, and it's a world competition against other countries, and we are always
crazy
winning.
Because in Puerto Rico, the beauty industry is so
big.
It's real big. It's like everybody out there cut hair or do something with hair.
They cut hair, and plus the schooling system, the educational system for barbering, and it's like when I went to Instituto de Comercio y Banca in Humacao. Shout outs to Luis Pizarro and Josian Coto Colon, who are my professors, and Carlos Nieves too. Shout outs to you. They were my professors out there, man, and very awesome professors. Like each one of them had a different technique with different things, and they were awesome, and they get really into you. Like, they become your friends, they become your family, and they want you to succeed in the industry. And the fact that they don't only teach you what you need to learn for the state board. They sometimes make you, if you want, this is optional. They open up a room, and this room is opened up between two professors or one professor, or depending on the professor has time in his night class or his day class. And they would sit there with you and teach you how to cut hair. They will go with you, and then the only thing with the educational system in Puerto Rico, they're not just teaching you barbering. They're taking these barbering, they're also showing them stuff from cosmetology, like stylist stuff.
It's the same thing in DR, because I have people that followers from there, and they're classes, and it's the same thing. Man, they teaching them Wow, a whole bunch of stuff.
It's crazy, man. And then you come here I came here to the States, right? And I had to transfer my license from Puerto Rico, and I was trying to figure out how to transfer it. And I went to this school, and ABI, American Barber Institute, over on 36 or 37th and 5th Ave. Funny thing is, I went there one day, and I go to speak to the director of the school to see how I could get everything transferred and get everything working so I could work in New York as a licensed barber. Even though most barbershops don't require it, they don't care, but I did. Because I actually care about myself being a professional and showing to each of my clients that I am a professional and that I really care about what I'm doing. So I walk into this place, and there's like 50 chairs as soon as you walk in, and maybe out of 50 chairs there were like 20 students just cutting hair. And I'm looking around and I'm like, where's the professor? I don't see nobody. And they're just chopping heads. So I went into the office, I come back, I see what these guys are finishing up, and I'm like, wow, they don't know how to, like, they don't know anything. I'm just seeing, like, I'm like, well, I can't even say that one did something good. And I was like, wow, they're just letting these folks just cut hair like that, and, you know, they're charging these customers $5 or whatever, but I'm just like, why is there a professor on the, you know, somebody that's already, has experience? Why is that person not on the floor going through each of the students? Like we went to Tribeca Barber School, right? And we had our podcast there, and you had Truth, and there was like two other professors on the floor. So Truth was with us because he was busy with us with the podcast and all that, and the director of the school. But there was other two professors on this floor, and you know what? This is the first time I've ever seen this. So shout out to Tribeca Barber School, because they're actually showing their students how to cut hair. Like, they're there. These students are staying after class, and they're going through these it's like $5 haircuts, but the professor is there next to the student making sure that the process is going right for the haircut. They're like they're pinpointing out their mistakes.
And it's crazy how they go from different students to different, I don't know, they make it happen.
Yeah, man. So shout out to Chef Wife, man. It's crazy. Like, I'm like, wow, they're actually staying there. Like, that's the first time I ever seen that. That's the first time I seen it. I'm like, wow, they're actually standing by there. Even Truth goes on his live IG, and I see Truth going to the student, and he put his student on blast on the IG, like, oh, you're doing, like, do it this way, you know. And they're making it do it right, man. And that's what teachers need to do, man. Stop worrying about.
He's so calm about it.
Yeah, he is.
He's like, you need to clean the station. That's not how you said it.
Yeah.
He's so calm about it.
He's so calm about it. And but they're teaching them, man. And I know that those students, when they graduate from the school and they go take the state board, they're gonna pass that state board, and they're gonna know what to do when they get into the field, when they get out there. So shout outs to the teachers and Truth, the barber artist, and the director from Tribeca Barber School. They're doing an excellent, great job at teaching these students on what to do when they go out to the real world and become barbers. And cosmetologists. So shout outs to that, man. That's the first time I've ever seen that school. They are located in Regal Park, Queens, New York. So make sure to check them out if you're in the New York area. Here in shout outs to Al Millennium. You saw Al Millennium?
Oh man, you seen?
Yo, that Barber Academy and his barbershop, and he bought a building. First of all, he bought the building, made it into the Barber Academy, and now he has a barbershop within the academy as well.
Like a high-end
that is crazy. So shout outs to Al Millennium, man. He's a real good dude, humble dude, man. That's what hard work pays off, man. Also barbers, man. Back to this the first segment we was talking about.
Guy that he's very united with his people.
Yes. And that goes back to segment 1. We was talking about, like, you know, back to your 401k and how to build your own 401k and your retirement fund. It's like, also, man, build your credibility. Your credit is very important. We tend to take credit cards and max them out just because we want to look good or whatever. Man, your credit is very important. You see these barbers doing these things like Millennium just bought a whole building, the real estate to it. Like nobody could tell him nothing. He pays for that, and nobody could tell him. He put a barber academy. He put his own barbershop in there. Well, you know that's building your credit. And you're able to do that. If you take care of your credibility, man. Anybody could do it. Just take care of your credit. You could live on credit. Trust me, I've seen people live like millionaires just on credit, man.
That's right.
But you have to maintain it. On-time payments, your school loans. If you went to school, college, whatever, take care of your school loans. Just pay the minimum, whatever it is, man. I know it takes forever to pay. Sometimes they have these programs where you got loan forgiveness. You know, that's why I say pay your social. If you're a freelancer barber that you guys are licensed, your booth rent, then it's very important for you to sign up. Go to freelancers.org. You can sign up on there, and from there you're able to pay your own. Remember, you are self-employed. The barbershop owner, when you're booth renting, he's not getting no tax credit off of you. This is just on percentage. Understand the difference between that and that. So you're able to claim yourself. You might pay taxes or you might not, depending on what you make throughout the year, but this is how you calculate everything. This is how you build your life, your future, you know? Educate yourself on it. There's a lot of ways to do it, man. How much time we got here? So we got about a few minutes. So yeah, just educate yourself on that, man. Freelancers.org. You become independent contractor. Most of us barbers are. And Chef the Barber's wife is saying congratulations to Phil the Barber. Shout outs to Phil who got the shop in Newington. That's coming soon. People are calling. Check this out. Look at this. Check this out. Hello?
Hey, buddy, it's Scott Chopperz. How you doing?
Oh, hey, Scott. Give me one. Can I call you right back? Because I'm live on the podcast. And I'm finishing up right now. All right. All right, cool. All right, that's dope. Y'all just heard. I got my client calling me. Take care of your credibility. Go to freelancers.org. You become an independent contractor. Once you become an independent contractor, you're able to go to the Social Security office and pay for your own Social Security, and you're able to do your tax. LLC your name. If you're like Chef the Barber or Kino the Barber, anything, whatever you have, create a company name, whatever. LLC it, and you're able to do all this. And then, like I said, open up a separate account and just instead of wasting $200 on Jordans or whatever it is, take that money, man. And you're gonna see that's building wealth. That's building for your future. Build that wealth, man. If you're that type of person and you are trying to figure out how to do it, these are some tips on how to do it. That could either be your retirement fund or that could be a fund for you to gain and operate your own business as well. It's just different ways, man. So take those tips. Thank you, Kino, always being here with us, man. Thank you to everybody that's been tuning in and supporting here at Chopperz Radio. Thank you to all our sponsors. And remember, May 19th, Sunday, we're going to be in the building at the CT Barber Expo booth.
1110.
Yes, sir. Kino will have all his products there. And we are raffling a nice gift basket for you guys. Only $2 for the raffle ticket, so make sure to purchase that. We're going to have an in-booth barber battle. It'll Phil the Barber versus CT Adrian Vega. That's going to be fun.
Give us a hug.
Yes. Just don't jump on me because I got a hurt back. So thank you guys for tuning in, man. Thank you for tuning in to another Hair Chopperz Barbershop Talk Mondays with Hair Chopperz Radio. And we see you next Monday for another episode, man. Thank you so much.
Shout out to everybody out there.
Yes, sir.